Conrad Sagona always takes part in the New York State Fair, which is scheduled in conjunction with the Labor Day holiday. For the 12 days the fair is open, Conrad mans a beekeeping booth. Each year, for the past 10, Conrad has been manning his exhibit on the 2 Sundays leading up to Labor Day, and he's been able to combine his work with Mass that's celebrated right on the fairgrounds. This year has been different.
There was nobody there. The stage was empty. Usually there's an altar set up, there's a priest waiting, there's a bunch of people there that are going to play music, and there was pretty much nothing there.
The people who run the fair banned the Mass. They told me, but only after I asked several times, that they needed the space for other things. They didn't tell anyone else that the Mass was going away. And when Conrad called to find out what was happening, they tried to make him go away.
We asked him what's going on, why was it canceled, and the fair guys said that they would have to have somebody call us back. Today we called again and asked them what's happening with our answer, and the response was, be patient, they got more important things to do.
In past years, the Mass has been provided by Our Lady of Peace Parish, which is just down the road from the fairgrounds. The parish coordinator told me that when she got in touch with fair officials to prepare for this year's celebration, they told her stop. There would be no Mass unless they got the go-ahead from people they called the state attorneys. I tried to contact the man in charge of state attorneys, New York's Attorney General Eric Schneiderman. He wouldn't talk with me, but a spokeswoman said that the Attorney General had nothing to do with banning the Mass. But, she added, his office would do nothing to bring it back. I also tried to get some answers from New York's governor, but Andrew Cuomo had nothing to say, and his spokesman wouldn't even tell me if Mr. Cuomo would be attending the fair. The man running against him to run the state, Rob Astorino, did go to the fair, today. And right after he left the fairgrounds, he called me. And referring back to the time when Mr. Cuomo said supporters of life have no place in New York, Mr. Astorino expressed surprise that the fair had outlawed the Mass.
I don't understand why they would do that, especially since they've had it in the past, but this may be very much part of Andrew Cuomo's influence, since he stated very publicly that he feels those who are religious are extremists and don't belong in New York.
What should be done to fix this?
Changing governors. I mean, it's philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
This governor labels anyone who is for traditional marriage or for life as extremist, and according to him, we have no place in this state and should be leaving. That's his words, not mine. And so this is just a continuation of his policies. If the governor spoke up, I'm sure a Mass would be permitted. I think it's time that we fight back by standing up and not being afraid to speak out, and to not be silenced.
Conrad Sagona wants the Mass reinstated before the fair ends on Labor Day, next Monday. He says the fair officials still have this weekend to correct their mistake, and he's not going to be quiet until they do.
There's only one more Sunday to go before the fair closes. And if we don't make a fuss now, there's nobody that's going to remember it by next year. We have to create the fuss between last Sunday and the coming Sunday so that they can perhaps change their mind and reinstate it.
Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.